I'm trying this again. I just got disconnected because I'm in my car. But I wanted to come on and talk about the energy today. It is intense. There's so much panic, grief, overwhelm, confusion happening. People are feeling their shit rattled. Literally, it's like everything that is not serving you is coming to the surface to be looked at and cleared. And this can be intense because you're being called, most of you, to pivot and change complete directions in your life. That can be scary, especially when you've worked so hard to be where you're at and you're being called to let go of things that you've created and ways that you've been living. That's intense. And there's a grieving process that happens when we're being called to let go of jobs, relationships, or just aspects of our old selves, or the way that we were creating, the way we were running our businesses. Hi, Lizzie. So I want to just give some love right now to those of you who are like really feeling the heaviness on our planet today. But look at this as a gift. Whatever you're feeling today is what you're being invited to release. It's really highlighting what needs to be loved and released so you can move forward to your next level. All the narratives, the victim mindsets, and the worry, the overwhelm, I can't, I don't have enough, what if I fail, what if this doesn't work out? We're being called to surrender those narratives and not get caught in that storm, but to fuel our heart and our love into what we want to create, into who we are becoming, and to try to stay present. Don't let the shit show of emotions pull you down. Don't let all the what if narratives come in and throw you off course. You are resilient and you are capable of so much. I want to say that you are so freaking resilient and capable of so much. And we're just letting go of the way that we've been living that's not in alignment. So this is a gift. It is hard to let go. And yes, there is a grieving process that comes with this. But we have to cut the cords. We have to cut the cords and trust that where we're being called to go is much higher. Much higher. Your whole systems are being rewired to a whole new energy for you to be able to receive more. And in order to receive more, you have to let go of these heavy weights, the things that are holding you down. And this energy today is like a magnifying glass on that. I'm going to share a little story personally. I did this big program, Reclaim, right? And I thought that that was going to be the program that I was going to launch. This was going to be my course signature program. And I hired a mentor, and I was working with my mentor. And she's like, so she was helping me birth my next level, my brilliance, right? Helping me tap into a new version of myself. And so as I'm working with her, I'm like, oh my God, I have to let go of Reclaim. I have to let go of that creation. I poured so much heart and soul into that creation. What do you mean? This can't be right. Like, so I sat with myself, right? And Spirit's like, no. You have to let go. You are preparing yourself. You might use that later on, but that was part of your reclamation as well. And now you're being called to wear a new set of shoes, a bigger set of shoes. And you're ready. well, what is this going to be? Can I handle this? So, like, all these questions going in my mind, because right, we're here to transform, we're here to open, we're here to blossom and emerge and grow. We can't stay the same. That's when we feel suffocated. That's when we feel anger. That's when we feel rage, because we know we're keeping ourselves small and we're not where we really want to be. So as soon as I surrendered to the creation process of birthing the divine creator, everything changed. So much opened for me. And so much of that anger and the rage and the grief subsided. I had to let go of what I was resisting. I was like clinging. I was doubting myself. I was double guessing. But as soon as I let go and I allowed what wanted to be birthed from me to emerge, so much opened up. And you were curious. Yeah, well, you were curious where Reclaim went. Reclaim was very, very powerful. But that was then, and this is now. And the energies have shifted so drastically that I have to serve based on the collective, the frequencies, right? So although Reclaim is an amazing program and it had so much success, it doesn't serve for the time period we're in now. People need to tap into their creative powers, to their brilliance, because we need higher solutions on this planet right now. We need to come together as leaders and professionals and anchor in this new abundant paradigm. So it wouldn't serve me to teach just Reclaim women how to own their sexuality, reclaim their worth, and hold boundaries, right? No, we're in a whole next level energy now. And that would be boring for me to teach at this point because I've outgrown that version of myself. And so I'm saying this to you guys because we outgrow versions of ourselves and we up level. And when you listen, you quantum leap. And the universe gives you more and more and more. It's based on how much you can hold, how much your nervous system can hold, how grounded and rooted you can stay as a leader or in your relationships. My husband and I were just talking about this today, when you open up and you do a course signature program, and the kind of, those of you who know and do this, you'll totally understand. But it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work to serve at the caliber that I like to serve. I like to have excellence and my whole thing, the whole portal, the membership portal, the courses. I put a lot of care and thought into everything that I do, and I light and code all the work, all the modules, all the teachings that you get. I pour my heart and soul into it. So I asked my husband to help me write some of the emails, right? And I could feel him being like, wah, wah, like, I don't want to write these emails for you. And they're just like template emails that I'll be using for like Zoom links to get sent. And I could feel him pouting about it. And I said, why are you pouting about this? Why are you so upset? Well, I want to use my creativity. I don't want to just write these boring emails. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is an eye opener. I was like, okay, so write it and add your flair to it. Use your creativity, write it however you want to write it. Let's give people an experience with the email and use your creativity. And so as we were doing this, we were just kind of thinking of like, this is how employees feel and people that are helping people out. If they're just being kind of told what to do and how to monitor things, they're bored. They're not using their brilliance. And so my husband even just reflected that back to me with just an email. So we need to allow people to co-create from a space of brilliance. And this is why I created the Divine Creator instead of doing Reclaim, because I know so many people were like, I want to take Reclaim. I want to do Reclaim. And it's not that Reclaim will never come back. And when it does, it's probably going to be Reclaim on steroids, because I've evolved, and so will the material in it. But the world needs the Divine Creator right now. We all need to remember our creator powers, because we're entering a whole new paradigm, a whole new frequency, where you cannot sell your soul to your normal job that doesn't fulfill you, right? You can't be in relationships with people that aren't lighting you up. We're being called to change the way we live and relate with one another. And we're not lone wolves. We're not supposed to be doing this alone, this journey. It's part of the Divine Creator is coming together and tapping into your brilliance and figuring out higher solutions on how we can make big changes on our planet. So this is for the thought leaders. This is for the change agents. This is for the professionals and places of power that want to merge their spiritual gifts and lead. Using your intuition and your multi-dimensionality in places and roles of leadership, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO of big companies, we can make big changes this way. Teachers, right? Teaching differently, principals of schools. This is so needed right now, because people are not thriving. People are not thriving, and illness is going up, and we are healers. We're all innate healers. We are all gifted beings, and this is the time that we own these creative powers, and we take our power back, and we build something magnificent together. So that is why I pivoted. And so I'm sharing this story to you guys, with you guys, is because when you let go and you tell yourself, okay, I'm not a failure. I invested a lot of time into this, but this project, the energy is just died in it. It's no longer working. Or where I'm living in this area, I just no longer feel it anymore. I have to move to another city or another country. You have to honor these calls, because they are what is expanding you right now. And you're just going to be drained, and it's not going to work. It's not going to flow if it's not what you're supposed to be doing, if it's not in soul alignment. So right now we're all being called to create from soul alignment. So what are you being called to let go of right now? What behaviors? I want to say that on my journey of abundance and creation, one of the biggest things that I had to work through was self-righteousness, bossiness, control, anger, and then rage. Like literally, when you start to be of service, all the ways that you micromanage things, like when you're doing something bigger, they can rear their ugly head. And I really had to work through a lot of that. And I want to be completely open with that. I want to be completely open with that, because you too will work through those feelings. So I hope this helps. And if you're interested in joining the Divine Creator, the link is in my bio, and I'm going to put it below. But this is the time for you to own your creative powers, to take leaps, to think outside the box, to do things that scare the shit out of you. Guys, I would not be here if I didn't do things that scared the shit out of me. I was never ready. Do you think when I started Reclaim and I did the Reclaim, did I think I was ready to do the course? No. But I did it, because I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this now. And it literally came. It wasn't all like planned out. It wasn't that I wrote the course ahead of time, because I tailored it to the group energy. It was like it was building and being created as I was moving through it. It's kind of like the improviser creator and the alchemist merged. That's how I was creating. And that's how I flow most powerfully. And that's my creator type. I mean, I have a lot of all different creator types, but predominantly I'm most powerful when I'm in my alchemist and the improviser, where I am literally flowing and listening to what wants to come through and trusting it and just putting it out there. There's never going to be a time that you feel perfectly ready to do something big. You just have to put your fucking ass into it. Like, you just need to do it. Like, you just need to say, I am doing this and I am resilient and I'm going to try something new. And I will tell you, I have been able to leap so many times in my life because I have seen how it works out when I do it. So that's strengthened that trust muscle, right? It's strengthened my muscles to leap and to feel safe and navigate the unknown. It's a wild ride. You're totally living in the mystery. But I will tell you, you really, when you merge with a higher power and you're rooted to the earth, you know that you're provided for. It might not be on your timeline the way things all evolve, but you are always supported and provided for. And so you need to ask yourself right now, whatever you're holding onto and gripping onto, is it worth it? Is it worth it to stay the same? Is it worth it to hold on and create misery and suffering and overwhelm and exhaustion and physical illness? Or are you willing to just say, okay, I'm letting go of this. I'm totally pivoting. I'm totally revamping. Or I'm going to just do something completely new with my life. Something completely new. It is possible. Guys, look at me. I was a microbiologist. I'm now training new earth leaders to be professionals and to serve and to run businesses. I never thought I was going to be a businesswoman like this. Okay, so I mean, just be open to what really wants to emerge from you. I thought I was going to get off, but I guess I'm on a roll. I want to share something else because it has to do with relationships. So, my husband is my soul aligned partner. Okay. I am so blessed with the abundance of our relationship. Not many people get to experience a partnership like we have. Like, we both speak light language. We both meditate. We're so devoted every day. We love the same things. We're goofy. We have fun. We're passionate with each other. We have a really good relationship. Not to say that it doesn't ever have its ups and downs, because every relationship has its ups and downs. But for those of you who are new to me, we have a 10-year age difference, and I have 2 kids, right? So when I first met Stevie, like, I never even thought that we were going to be married or dating or anything. He actually came to my Shakti class, and I just, I thought I could feel that he was really special, that we had a connection, but I never knew that we were going to be lovers and all of this thing was going to happen, right? Actually, he had a girlfriend. And he brought her to my class a couple of times too. So this was not something that was planned. And the old me, when I got married to my husband, before Stevie, used to have a list, basically, of the criteria of the type of guy that I wanted to date. But that was so programmed into me from my family. Like, he had to make a certain amount of money, drive a certain car. It was pretty shallow, guys. I will admit it. Like, I actually had those thoughts. Like, I wouldn't date certain guys that were a certain way. I had this whole checklist. And as I went through my spiritual awakening, and I left my first husband, that checklist went out the window. Like, I became a new person. Looks did not matter to me. Okay. Bonus that my husband is hot, but, looks did not matter to me, and neither did the job or how much money they made. I was looking for soul connection. And so that's how I allowed this to come forth, right? Like, I wasn't looking for this checklist of things. I was looking for the connection, and I was open to it. And, you know, I didn't let the age difference get to me, and he didn't either. Because, like, think about it. For a guy that's younger, a woman with 2 kids that's older, you know, that's not a typical thing that men are going to get involved with at this age. But I want to tell you, there are men that love women and love their kids, and the marriages do work with huge age differences. So I'm giving all of you guys like hope that are still looking for that love. There are amazing men out there. And so through all the inner work and all the healing that I did and the shattering of the ways that I thought I should be, I let that love into my life. And so did he. And that doesn't mean that we didn't hear shit from other people like, oh, how is this going to work? Or don't you want your own kids, Stevie? Because, like, I didn't want kids. I'm sharing a lot of personal stuff right now because I want you guys to see that living in your truth brings holistic abundance. I was my complete, unique self, and I attracted the love of my life, my husband. Soul-aligned love, and now we're building a company together. Stevie is the co-founder of Vibratory Alchemy. We're doing this together. How amazing is that? And he supported me the whole time with leaving my job and me being in my gifts. And that's richness, and that's abundance. The kind of love that we have is priceless. So when you let go of the way you think you should live, or what you think the kind of person you should date should be with, and their whole checklist, just put that aside and literally tune into what your soul is inviting you to magnetize. Like, tune into your soul's essence. This is so important. So important. So there's so many benefits. Oh, I love you too. You know, I can't even see who's still on here. But I'm glad you're still with me. But this is, you know, this is what I'm talking about, is real richness. And I will tell you, it's like, I like a simple life. I love having a simple life. Being with my husband, with my children, serving the clients that I love, and being able to do what I want to do daily, which is a lot of time for self-care. I require a lot of time for prayer, meditation, and self-care. If you guys could take a glimpse, maybe I should make like a little video of this. I literally spend probably 4 to 5 hours in prayer and meditation and soul work daily to do what I came here to do and to create at the level that I'm creating. And that's what makes the divine creator so freaking special, is because I've created that space within myself to really anchor in this information. And Stevie and I have created this relationship and this dynamic with each other where we're both tapping into our brilliance and bringing it in and holding space. So it's not just me, he's bringing his energy into this. And I just want to share that because a lot of you guys don't even know that my husband is like my number one cheerleader, and he is like my number one support system behind the scenes. So I hope that this has inspired you guys to go after your dreams and to let go of the victim mindset and to invest in yourself, whatever that is, because you will grow exponentially. One of the biggest things that I ever gifted myself was hiring my mentor, Tiffany Carroll, because she held an energy and she did something that I wanted to be doing. And so just being in her presence, it activated what was already inside of me, right? But it activated a remembrance of that businesswoman and entrepreneur to a whole new level within myself, which was really key. And that's what's really beautiful too, is when you work with new teachers and new guides that are at a higher level than you. You rise up automatically, and then you also get the energy downloads from all of their teachers, the lineages that they came from. It's really an amazing thing, and it's beyond the words that are just being exchanged. It's the energy frequencies, it's the field, it's the presence. So much is transmitted, and you really need to take time to integrate that. So, Tiffany, if you're ever watching this, I love you so much, and thank you for helping me up level. So, biggest gift that I gave myself was that investment. So if you guys need assistance going to the next level, and I resonate with you, come join me for the Divine Creator. I promise you, it will be life changing. Like, I gave up so much and had to shift so much to be able to even be at the frequency to create this program. So just a little bit of these shares. And so whatever's coming up today, whatever's rattling in your reality, this is amazing. Pay attention to it, because that's what you need to let go of to get to your next level. This is the pattern that you need to let go of to get to your next level. All right? And if you're overwhelmed and worried and all the fear and the victim mindsets are circulating for you, which they do, it's normal, we're human, it comes up. Literally go back to focusing on who you're becoming. Don't let the terrorists hijack you. You can think of them as like terrorists trying to hijack you. Stay focused, stay grounded, think of the positive outcomes of what you want to create for yourself and where you're going. Because you're only gonna get what you can handle and what you're open to. So be open to miracles. All right. I don't know who's still on here, but I love you all so much, and I will share this so those of you who just joined can watch it from the beginning. Blessings and love. Mwah. How do I end this one?